How do I? See you met my faithful handyman. No! Not another one! I'll save you! It's what Batman would do! He's just a little brought down, you see, when you knocked. He thought you were the Candyman.
When I was young, I designed a machine to turn ghosts into paintings, and I traveled the world collecting them. That's horrible.
Okay. A quick shot. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that came out wrong. You're not helping. You're not helping your case. You're not making this any better. You realize that.
Oh, it was glamorous, I can tell you. The souls of the dearly departed who couldn't rest, and you just went around and you started turning them into paintings. You're a monster. Well, tonight, I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. Oh, no! So I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Where's my guillotine? Because that one door says, no, you need 2 stars to enter. I figured that was the door to the final boss. And apparently no. But then again, that was a week ago. I was very young and naive then. No!
Excuse me. Coming through. Sorry. Couldn't help it. I'm completely incompetent. Damn, I look good running into those heels. Ow!
Thanks to philosophy, all is forgiven.
And welcome, gentle viewers and listeners, to today's stream. Today's stream is brought to you by the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention. Actually, it's not. That's the not-for-profit that I'm signal boosting. I just had a total Sesame Street moment. Believe me, I would love to be sponsored by the letter C and the number 7, but so far they haven't returned any of my calls. Anyway, the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention is a voluntary health organization that gives those affected by suicide a nationwide community, empowered by research, education, and advocacy. Through its website, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention offers a variety of resources for those who are currently dealing with suicidal thoughts, those who have survived an attempted suicide, those who have lost someone by suicide, and anybody who is being affected by someone in their life who is contemplating suicide or struggling with suicidal thoughts. So if you or somebody you know could use their services, links are in the description. If you can afford it, please consider donating via the link below. And if you can't afford it, please consider signal boosting them because, well, let's face it, that's basically what I'm doing. And now, on with our show. Continue, please. That's right, I'm still in Lady Dahlia's room. Our story so far. After witnessing Ramon's abduction before their very eyes, Luke and Professor Layton are shocked to see him return to Reinhold Manor on his own. Busy with the murder investigation, Inspector Chelmy warns Layton against meddling any further. But, Inspector, I am a meddler. However, Layton is confident that the Golden Apple and the morning's murder are linked to one another. Finally free to move about, Layton and Luke begin their search for the Golden Apple in earnest. And now, I must needs talk to Ingrid. Oh, and I do stand corrected on one item. Apparently I am currently playing the British version of this game, so Last week when I said that I was eating shortbread cookies, apparently I was eating biscuits after all. I was eating biscuits this whole time. I didn't even know it. So, on top of everything else, we also supply you with education and culture. You're welcome. I tried to speak with Dahlia on my way out, and she said, "I'd like to be left alone for a little while, Professor. I need some time to collect my thoughts." Completely reasonable. Alright, so... no further coins to be found here, I sense. Pardon me. Oh, is that Ingrid?
Oh, look who it is. Professor Layton, was it?
The name's Layton, madam.
Oh, that's right, Professor Layton. All that talking about the mansion we did last time got me reminiscing, so I decided to stop by for a visit.
I was expecting I'd have to seek her out. This is pretty cool.
But enough about me. By the look on your face, it seems you have something you want to ask me.
I'm looking at that nose. It's like Igor from Persona 4. Madam, you can tell me, are you secretly a Tengu? As a matter of fact, I do. Do you happen to know who Baron Reinhold considered his close friends? Oh yes, that's important too.
His friends, you say? No? No, I don't recall any friends.
Okay, actually, she says,
well, he wasn't exactly what you'd call a social butterfly. I'm sorry, that's all I can remember.
oh, holy crap, I nailed it.
Oh, wait a moment. I do believe I saw that Zappone fellow pay a visit to the mansion a few times. Professor, could she be referring to that man we met? You know, that man that we met.
And it's up to Layton to be more specific. Ah, yes, that gentleman with the fancy French mustache.
Yes, Professor, that's exactly who I meant.
Luke just faking his way through the whole time.
We should ask if he knows anything. Yes, Professor, we're thinking along the same channel, absolutely.
I would wager he's still hanging around that fork in the road just beyond the clock tower. I'm glad the characters remember where everything is. Right, there's the boat. Carrying on. Need to go to the clock tower. So... this away. There's shops that I can... but there's a variety of different options.
This doesn't look like it's going to open anytime soon.
No, I didn't click on you. I clicked on the barrel next to you.
Why?
Hey, Professor. Looking as busy as usual, I see. This is Deke. Oh, I've got a puzzle I just can't work out on my own here. Can you lend me your thinking cap? This puzzle is worth 30 picarets. Below are 6 linked rings. They may look like a tangled mess, but there is one ring that, if cut away, would leave the remaining 5 rings connected end to end in a long chain. Which one must you cut in order to make the chain? Choose one answer from below. Admittedly, I clicked the memo just to get the touch icon to go away. Okay, so let us ponder a moment. Let's see now. D connects with A with B, B with C, C with F, E connects with everything but A. D and F do not connect with one another. Oh, but D also connects with B. Otherwise, I would say E would be the solution. Let's see now. Now that is odd. Oh, wait a moment. Yeah, D connects with A. See, and with B. Remaining 5 rings connected end to end in a long chain. If I sever E, let's see now, E connects with D, E connects with B, E connects with C, and E connects with F. So my thought would be that it would be E. But D connects with both A and B, as I said, so, A, of course, connects with both D and B, as you can see here. It has that over and under pattern. So there's something, already I can tell, there's something that I am missing. Yeah, puzzle jump scare. Yes, exactly. Yeah, as an aside, today's tea is a lovely cinnamon vanilla. Again, I put in just a hint of the creamer that I like, the hazelnut creamer, because I do like that. And I have lovely oatmeal cookies, or I guess they're oatmeal biscuits, I guess, since I'm having tea. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I need someone more cultured than myself. Now, most of these puzzles have kind of a fake out, if you've noticed, where it's like, oh yeah, this would be the solution except for this one thing over here. So, yeah, you're not allowed in Bloodhaven again after Micah's crypto scam. Micah would be into crypto, wouldn't he? That sounds like exactly the kind of thing he'd be into. So what if... Now see, if I eliminate D, then... Not, because E still binds C, B, and F together. Let me see here. It's not B, because E... Wait a minute. C and F are not connected. C and F are not connected. At a glance, it looked like they were, but they're not. So... If I eliminate B, if I eliminate B, then no, E would be connected to both C and F, and I need to reduce it so that each chain is only connected to two others. And E would be connected to three others. If I eliminated E, then F would fall off of the chain completely. If I eliminate D, then we'd have A connects to B. Let's see. If I eliminate D, then we would have A connecting to B, and B connecting to E and C by the look of it. Okay. Yeah. Wait. No. B and E also do not connect. So if I eliminate D, then we have A. Oh, come on. Work with me a little. Because A connects to B. B, in turn, would connect to C. C would connect to E, and E would connect to F. Okay, so it's D. Aha! Yes. Good job. If you examine the connections for each ring, the answer is surprisingly easy, isn't it? Well, it took a minute. Ah, so that's how you do it, yeah? I can finally rest at night. This thing was annoying me for days. Seriously, there's this one child who just keeps whispering in everyone's ears at the night when they're trying to go to sleep. Must find this child. Let me tell you something odd. Please. My life is collecting odd things. Tell me something odd. And by odd, I mean really terrifying. Okay, it's just like an Innsmouth kind of thing. I mean, I could easily see son Mr. A turning out to be kind of like Ismouth somehow. The thing is, I've actually seen that old man with the big sack coming out of that tower up north. And you didn't mention this until now because why? I'll bet you anything you like that he's the one behind these disappearances. No, I think not. I think that actually everyone in San Mr. A is a robot. And he's just desperately trying to keep maintenance so that his lordship's daughter can have people to interact with without ever having to leave San Mr. A. Everyone here is a robot, even you. I wonder what he does up there. He repairs your Westworld-like selves. Wait, no, I don't even want to think about it. It's just too scary. Yes, that's exactly what I would think a robot would say. Pile of books. Okay, definitely goes to Layton's room. Okay, puzzle 57, cut which one? Now in the puzzle index. Very nice. I still need to meet with Zapone. I found a hint coin. Any more around here? Yikes! That tower is really big. Holy crap, there's a lot of hint coins. Okay. Onward. Meet with Zapone. Okay, there's that girl that I'm pretty sure has been tormenting people with puzzles. Hee. Good afternoon, sir. Yes, that's just what I would expect a robot to say right now. Hey, I'll tell you a secret if you solve this puzzle for me. Okay. It's a really tricky one. This puzzle is worth 60 picarats. Holy crap. Okay. Each of these 5 people has borrowed money from one of the others, and each has lent money to one of the others. You know that none of them has lent money to more than one person. None of them has borrowed money from someone that they have lent money to. You also know these facts. B borrowed money from A. E did not lend money to A. C lent money to D. Who did A borrow money from? Economics. Okay. All right. So, let's start with the basics. Green means you borrowed money. Red means you did not borrow money. So, no. Green means you lent money, right? So, B borrowed money from A. That means A lent money to B. E did not lend money to A. Therefore, A lent money to E. C lent money to D. Each person has borrowed money from one person, which also means each of them has lent money to one person. None of them has lent money to more than one person. None of them has borrowed money from someone that they have lent money to. Therefore, who did A borrow money from? Okay, I need to actually be more specific. Hold on. E did not lend money to A. And for whatever reason, I misconstrued that. I misread it or something. So let's go ahead and eliminate that. E did not lend money to A. So actually it would be easier to do it this way. Look at who didn't lend money. So, no one borrowed money from more than one person. No one borrowed money from someone that they have lent money to. And at a glance, it looks like I don't have enough information. But if E... Okay, B borrowed money from A, so the money went that way. C lent money to D, the money went that way. E did not lend money to A, the money did not go that way. So, and each person only borrowed money from one person. So E had to have lent money to C. Because did not lend money to A, B and D had already borrowed money from someone else. Which of course also means that C did Barbasel did not lend money to E. Therefore, D is the only one left who could possibly have lent money to A. A borrowed money from D. Ta-da! Honestly, that was a lot easier than the last one, even though it was worth twice as much points. That's right! A borrowed money from D. If you trace the flow of money according to the stated conditions, the answer becomes obvious. Wow, you're smart! Okay, I'll never get tired of hearing that. Maybe you're human after all. Okay, come closer so I can tell you my secret. I have suspicions. I heard that all the people who get kidnapped feel a little sick right before they get taken. Ah. I bet the monster that lives up in the tower feeds its victim nasty food before it pounces. Wait, so what? Oh, I bet it's like haggis ice cream with gravy jelly. Thank you for that image. Ugh. Yes. Or maybe he just picks the weakest person to snatch. But why would he need all those people? Parts. He needs parts. And he's desperately trying to put them together, but they're breaking down faster than he can fix them. That's my theory. I'm not going to say I'm sticking to it, but right now it seems logical. Hello, little moose. That cat and mouse seem to get along pretty well, don't they? Do you think so, Luke? I would have guessed the cat was tormenting that poor mouse. But if you say the two of them are friendly, I believe you. Of course. If it has to do with animals, leave it to me. By the way, Professor, have you heard this one before? This puzzle is worth 50 picarets. Okay, according to the diagram shown here, A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals 3, D equals 4. Therefore, what does E equal? Okay. So I guess this represents a kind of a... Okay. Is the numerical value supposed to equal surface area? Or is it supposed to equal diameter? Is it their hierarchical relation to one another? Let's see. No? Okay, B and C. B would be, if either of those was correct, I would think B would be greater than C, but it shows them being equal. And A would be more than C, but it shows it as being less. Okay. What is this supposed to represent? Within the symbology that the puzzle maker has established, that Luke is establishing, what is this supposed to represent? All right. Okay. I'm going to have a couple of oatmeal biscuits while I contemplate this. Give me just a moment. Okay. So, I have had my oatmeal biscuit and some nice piping hot tea, and braced with these nice, chill, relaxing yummies. I have no idea whatsoever. I'm gonna have to have a hint. I don't even know what the green thing is supposed to be. Is it a map? Is it a puzzle? Are these roads? Are they cuts in a jigsaw puzzle? Is it supposed to be a picture of a face and I can't tell? Time for hints. Oh no, I only have 35 hint coins left. What do you think the numbers assigned to A, B, C, and D represent? I don't know! I've been trying to figure that out. That's what I need the hint for. Unlock a new hint? Yes, please. Refer to sections of the diagram what separates one section from another. That's kind of my question. Focus on the edges between sections and the possibilities that arise from that line of thought. Edges between sections. Didn't Picasso draw something kind of like this once? I seem to remember him doing a painting of war that was kind of like this. So, I feel like this one represents... What do they represent? I feel like this one represents a bird that's screaming. Do these four pieces fit together somehow? Are they pieces at all? Are they rivers? Are they mountains? Are they lakes? It's green. Like the devil. Alright. Gentle viewers and listeners, those of you who are in chat, if anyone would like to leap in with a suggestion as to what the deuce this might even be trying to represent, please feel free. Yeah, it doesn't look like by shape they're supposed to fit together. I don't know. What number puzzle is this? Number 64, I think. Yeah, the hat equates it to being 65. Okay, these are hint coins because I have 32 left. So I believe this is puzzle 65. Yeah. All right. So this is obviously a person with a beard, and he has a parrot that's screaming. And this is another parrot, but it's dead. And this is the medal that he got for being such a brave boy. So E equals the earth in which the poor Polly parrot is buried. Let's see. Yeah, and Is It the Fool has now looked up the answer, but how the heck to give me a hint without just telling it to me? Pay close attention to the sides for each lettered section and their relation to their respective numbers. So, yeah, I'd considered that, but okay, so it, all right. Oh, for goodness sake. So A has 2 green sides. B has 3 green sides. 1, 2, 3. No, because D is supposed to equal 4, and D only has 3 green sides. C has 3. But D is supposed to be equal to 4. But D only has 3 sides, so maybe it's supposed to be maybe it's supposed to be intersections. No. Alright, if it were intersections, then A would have, if we count intersections with a border, then A would have 1, 2, 3. Okay, that can't be right. The horizontal line coming in from the left side divides that side into... Oh, come now. Oh, that's cheap. Are you honestly telling me that for purposes of this puzzle, this is supposed to be counted as 2 lines just because there's a third line that intersects with it and doesn't cross through? That... okay. Neither in mathematics nor in art is that how lines work. Wow, oh, that's cheap. That is like count the world you're standing on as one of the largest heavenly bodies level of cheap. That, oh, you cheating bitch. The Riddler would be so proud. Okay, by those rules then, since this one intersects with another line, E would equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Wow. I'm thinking of a color. What is it? Or, as Tolkien pointed out, equally ridiculous in the fashion of riddles, what have I got in my pocket? This is oh, Luke. I'm so disappointed in you. You keep this up and I'll never sew little buttons on your eyes.
Luke, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
Or was this one of the professor's riddles, in which case I would be even more disappointed. How many of the sides does the shape touch? That's still, I mean... The number of sections that are touching the labeled section. Okay. The number of sections that are touching the labeled section. Which okay. That evades the cheapness. All right, I'm going to take back what I was saying. I should not have compared this to one of the Riddler's riddles. In retrospect, that was unfair. Yeah, I would not have gotten that. That would have, I'm not going to say never, but that would have taken me an incredibly long time. Also, I'll point out, I'm going to point out something, alright? If you look, that's wrong, actually, because C also touches this section here. It just touches on a point. B touches this section here. It just touches on a point. A touches this section. It just touches it on a point. And E touches this section and this section, just on a point. So, yeah, at first I was like, oh no, never mind, it's completely fair. No, it's not! Literally, if I had been told the number assigned to each letter refers to the number of sections that are touching the labeled section, I would still have gotten it wrong. And I would not have been able to figure out why. It's internally consistent, yes, but it is consistently wrong in the definition. Because it doesn't... If it said... It just... Yeah. It's based on side against side contact, yeah. But that's not what it says. That's like, so even the explanation for it is poorly phrased. You know what? It's done. I'm moving on. Moving on. Yeah, and it was Luke's puzzle. I'm very disappointed in you, Luke. At a certain point, there is such a thing as being too specific. Not when you're dealing with a logic puzzle, no. If you give somebody a logic puzzle, and your whole reason that they didn't get it right was, yeah, but what I meant was, though. At that point, you as the person who has set out the puzzle were not specific enough. Now, this particular puzzle, since it gave no specifics at all, you were just looking for a pattern in an abstract shape. All kidding aside, I can't say that it was a bad puzzle. I will say that the clues were useless and the explanation for it was shite. The puzzle as it stood was internally consistent. It's just, Moving on. Moving on. I must move on. Oh, hello there. What a dapper fellow. Look at that finely dressed. I do like the cut of his jib. Yeah, and it is fair what Izzy the Fool points out. The entire purpose of the puzzle is built on being vague. Because once you know the criteria, there is no puzzle. In that instance, the puzzle is not solving a problem. The puzzle is trying to figure out what the heck the problem is. And there are so many ways to view that puzzle. It could have taken me, if I was doing this game on my own, it could have taken me an incredibly long time. Weeks. I would have just kept coming up with different ways to interpret it. And many of them would have been correct. I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. Many of them would have been almost correct, but not quite. Eventually, you know, figuring out what the other person is looking for. The nice thing is, since it's visual, it doesn't have the problem of a riddle. It's just the vagueness would have just sent me into a tizzy. I found a hint coin. And this fine fellow with the splendid mustache. Let's speak to him for a moment. Zappone. I feel like he should have a French accent. Failing a French accent, I will do one of my accents. Those of you who have ever been to France, I'm sorry your ears are about to bleed. Close friends of the Baron? Well, I myself had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times. But you weren't a close friend of his? Me? Oh no, I was nothing of this sort. I see. Can you think of anyone at all who was friendly with Baron Reinhold? I might know someone. Actually, no, I don't. Or do I? Now, let me think. I guess Zappone can't really tell us much of anything. Yes, I'm afraid he was of no help at all. I suppose that means we're back where we started. But at least we can be sure that this close friend we're after is a resident of San Mr. A. We mustn't give up, Luke. Let's continue to ask around. And now I give a puzzle to all my beautiful watchers and listeners, gentle viewers and listeners, good people all. Our thumbnail had foreshadowing. What could it possibly mean? Ask around the village. Well, I found a hint coin. There is no one here to ask. Professor, there's a puzzle hidden over here. This puzzle is worth 20 picarats, which means that it's either going to be the easiest or the hardest one that I've found yet today. This one's 60. Coyote has no problem with it. This one's 30. It's a simple visual puzzle, and Coyote, without hints and help from the peanut gallery, would have probably been on it for weeks. So let's see what 20 gives us. On the top row of the picture shown below, you have 3 glasses of juice, followed by 3 empty glasses. Your objective is to change things around so that the glasses are arranged as shown in the bottom row of the picture. Assuming you can only move 1 glass at a time, that the glass can't be put down again anywhere other than on the shelf, and that all rearranging must be done by hand, how many glasses will you have to pick up? I'm thinking 2. Ooh. And now, before the professor, who is blatantly much better at puzzles than I must submit.
I think I've got it. No,
Incorrect.
I was sure I had.
No. Think about how many glasses you really need to move. Oh. Yeah, how silly of me. I gave an answer without thinking, apparently. Come now. You can only move 1 glass at a time. The glass can't be put down again anywhere other than on the shelf. All the arranging has to be done by hand. Well, and I guessed 2. Because there's, you know, these 2 right here. And apparently that is incorrect. Now, there's any number of ways to solve this. I mean, I could drink the liquid in this one, and then spit it into this one, and I would therefore have only moved 1 glass. But is that what they meant? Actually, I just pour it from this glass to this glass. I bet that's what they meant. Oops. And at first, I was like, yeah, you could do this, but that's almost assuredly not what they meant. Because that's being too picky, too attentive, too detailed, too specific. And I was like, no, I bet for this one, I bet I am supposed to be that specific. So let's find out.
Well, here's my guess.
Yep.
Professor, I've solved it.
Yeah, part of the art of puzzle solving is, as Izzy the Fool kind of alluded to earlier, you have to be able to figure out how specific you're supposed to be, how literal you're supposed to take each puzzle on a case-by-case basis. Sigh. Okay. But that's fine. Yeah, and again, we will move on. Easy! Let's go and find more puzzles. Alright, so... we're not in Crumb's Cafe anymore. Let's leave the cafe. Let's go that way. Here we are in the marketplace. The market is packed with stuff to buy. Yes, look, that's why it's a market. Thank you, dear boy. I don't remember if I've spoken to this person or not. But he might know something. Oh, a customer! Welcome, welcome! His name is Giuseppe. I have some great deals on sausage today, and my skirt steak will make up any plate of fashion plate. Ha ha! Okay, his skirt steak and his sausage. Alright, Luke. I know you're 12, but try to be mature. Sorry to disappoint you here, sir, but we didn't come to shop. Aw, and here I was thinking I was about to get a big sale. You've got a hungry look about you, you know. Well, if I can't interest you with any of my fine meat products, can I at least tempt you with a puzzle? Puzzle number 71. The Sausage Thief. Okay, this one is worth 40 picarettes, so it should be much easier than the 20 and 30 picaret ones that I've been facing thus far. Okay, oh, it's a truth or lie puzzle. Somebody ate the butcher's puzzles. Hear what these four boys have to say. Okay, A says that B ate the sausages. B says that D ate the sausages. D says that B is lying. C says I didn't eat them. Only one of them is telling the truth. Okay. So A says that B did. B says that D did. C says he did not eat them. And D says B is a liar. Only one of them is telling the truth. Now, all right. If C is telling the truth and he didn't eat them, then that means that B is not a liar. If D is the one telling the truth, then B is lying. And that means that no, wait a minute. If D is the one telling the truth, let's take this one step at a time. All right? If C is telling the truth, he did not eat them. That means everybody else is lying. That means that B is telling the truth, which is impossible. So we can rule out C right out of the get-go. C is not telling the truth. That means that C is lying when he says he didn't eat them. Therefore, C is the one who ate the sausages.
Well, here's my guess. Professor, I've solved it.
Correct! Absolutely correct! C ate the sausages, and the only person telling the truth is D. If you assume A to be the culprit, both C's and D's statements must be correct. Choose B, and the other three boys' statements must be true. If you make D out to be the culprit, then both B and C are saying must be true. None of these possibilities fit the conditions set forth in the puzzle. Aye, you're pretty good at this. As a bonus for solving my puzzle, I'll throw in some gossip I heard. Word is that somebody lives in that dark, grimy tower. You'd have to be a real oddball to want to live in that old moldy wreck of a place. Flower vase. I'll give it to Luke. Yay. Circling around. Not a soul seems to live here. Well then. Circling around. Oh, now what's this? Professor, there's something on the ground here. You're right. It appears to be a scrap of paper. Will you check if anything's written on it? My button eyes can't read anything up close. Sure thing. Let's see here. The boss complimented my latest model today. He's a good guy, and he's given me a new sense of purpose. I'm sure this is my true calling. I want to perfect my skills so I can repay the man for his generosity. This sounds a great deal like a diary entry, doesn't it? Judging by how the writer uses the term the boss, I imagine he was under the employ of the Baron. I've constructed models to fit every situation, just like the boss asked me to. I have to smile when I see how interested he is in them. Robots! That's the end of the entry. Do you suppose this person made some kind of models for a living? Robots! Yeah, they're live model decoys. The guy who used to work for S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, let me see. I found a puzzle-solving charm. It's terribly quiet here. I'd even say it's eerily quiet. Ah, yes, I have a vague recollection of this person. I'm in Proscutios. Proscutios. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm not sure. In any case, let's... Look! It's a hidden puzzle! Okay, this puzzle is worth 20 picarats. Alright. What have we got here? Oh, I've done this before, but I don't remember the answer at all. The image below is of a tetrahedron that has been disassembled so that each of its four faces lie flat. Which of the triangles should you insert in place of the question mark so that when the tetrahedron is put together, both the red and blue lines continue unbroken from one face to the next? Well, let's ponder this a moment. All right. And incidentally, if you like what I've been doing, please consider taking this opportunity to give the video a thumbs up. If you don't like something about what I've been doing, go ahead and give it a thumbs down and leave me a comment letting me know what and why. You can only help me to get better at my craft. Let's see. So B is certainly tempting. Since it has a red line, that is one measurement from that. Red line, that's one measurement from that. Ah, but the blue line in B is right in the middle. It's not in the main triangle. C, on the other hand, No, not C either. And C also has the blue line relatively equidistant. See, it needs a side that has two reds and a blue, with the blue in the middle. Oh, wait. No, no, no. Look at that. They are about equidistant, but the angle... Alright, I'm not really good at visualizing rotating and flipping shapes around, but I'm thinking C. Because, yeah, if this blue line continues along in its trajectory in this triangular space, it's going to go about like that would if this was upside down. So I'm going to say C.
How does this sound?
Ha!
Professor! I've solved it!
Bloody marvelous. Three-dimensional visualization is crucial to solving this puzzle. Yeah, actually, I just measured the lines. If you look at how this diagram has the blue go, I was completely wrong on the angle I thought it would be going when... Yeah, I got the right answer for the wrong reasons. Awesome! Let us continue. Done! Let's go and find more puzzles. Excuse me, hungry person. Prosecutio's like, hey, Professor, did you find what you were after? Never mind that, though. I've got something more important to talk about. Is it the solution to my dilemma? Namely, chocolate. Oh. Help me solve this puzzle, and I'll tell you something I bet you'll find very interesting. Awesome. Okay. This puzzle is worth 30 picarats. You have a hankering for chocolate. Sure I do. So you buy a huge sheet of 30 chocolate squares. The sheet is 5 squares long by 6 squares wide. You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between squares. You aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Keeping these rules in mind, what is the fewest number of times you'll need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares? Is this a trick question? This seems very obvious. Okay, let me enter memo to show you what I mean here. I feel like if I'm supposed to break each piece in each square off individually, then you just do this. You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between the squares. You aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. So, logically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? 4 by 5? Am I missing something? I'm actually second guessing because this seems obvious, and so many of these puzzles kind of fake you out with, this would be right except for this. So, I mean, 9, right? I keep thinking it's 9. I think it's 9. I hope it's 9. Is it 9? Maybe it's 9? I submit 9.
Luke, here's my answer.
Okay, and that is in fact incorrect.
I suppose I thought wrong.
All right. Yeah, remember you can't stack the pieces to break multiples off each other at once. Yeah, I know. Otherwise it'd be like 1, then 2, and then 3. Maybe 4, you know, but the point is you can't stack them. You can only break them at the lines that run between the squares. Fewest number of times you'll need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares. Okay. So... Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, my understanding of how many times you need to break the chocolate was different because apparently what the person asking this means is like you do this, you break it into each row, and then they mean that you have to individually break each connecting segment like this. And I was imagining just putting your hand across an entire row and breaking that way. No stacking required. And see, in this instance, I was not being detailed enough. Even though I wouldn't stack them. You know, I was going to be having my hand across a row of broken pieces and then just break them all across that way. The only way to not individually break is to layer the pieces. That's not true. All you need to do is have, you know, your hand be as long or longer than the bar of chocolate. But that's not what they meant. What they meant was conceptually, do not layer the pieces, including just putting your hand across and breaking. So the kind of thinking that I was applying to solve the riddle with the puzzle with the glasses, you're not supposed to apply to this one. So the actual answer this way would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So that's 29. Let me do it the other way and see if that's a smaller number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. It does 29, it doesn't matter either way. Okie dokie. If I understand the parameters correctly, 29. Let's see if this is right. 29 will submit. Is 29 correct? Yes.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
If you follow the rules set out in the puzzle, then it doesn't really matter how you break up the chocolate. The number of segments you have increases by 1 each time you break up a chunk off the sheet. You start with 1 segment of chocolate, so 29 breaks later, you should have 30 segments. Now it makes sense! Okay, now about that hot info I promised. If you want to experience the best dining in San Mr. A, you've got to check out Crouton's restaurant. Everything he makes is Y-U-M-M-Y! Don't even get me started on the stews. You have to try it yourself. World map. I give it to Luke, so that if he wants to escape having buttons on his eyes, he will know where to go. Well, alright then. What about this fellow? He might know something. Not being a member of high society myself, I've never had so much as... Me. Not being a member of high society myself, I've never so much as had a conversation with Baron Reinhold. Now, laddie, much as I'd like to keep chatting, I'm awfully tired. I think I need to go and lie down. Are you feeling unwell, sir? I'm just exhausted lately. It's that awful noise coming from the tower, you see. It's got so loud I can't sleep a wink at night. Do you know what's causing the noise? It's just a rumor, but I hear that every time that sound rips through San Mr. A, someone disappears. They say the ones who go missing are people who have been talking about feeling tired. But those who disappear are back before you know it, so it's probably a load of poppycock. Or it just means your mainspring is winding down. I'm just saying, clockwork robots. Whenever the noise occurs, someone disappears. Interesting. Do you think the peculiar sound has anything to do with that strange old man who kidnapped Ramon? It's certainly a possibility, isn't it? But why would he release his victims after going through the trouble of kidnapping them? Crumb's Cafe. New. Honestly, it seems like half the game is just me trying to find my way around. Oh, hello, strange little girl. Hey, mister. It's good to see you again. See, I'm totally stuck here and I could really use your help. Okay. My friend told me this puzzle the other day, and I just can't solve the thing. Can you help me? This puzzle is worth 40 picarats. 3 boys are talking about how many sweets they each have. A says B has the most. B says if C gave me 1 sweet, I'd have twice as many as A does. And C says we'd be better if B gave me 2 sweets, then we'd all have the same amount. How many sweets are there in total? Oh, you evil bastard. Okay, here we go. Alright. I need to fortify myself with some tea, and then we will attack this beast. So now some really hot piping tea. I'm ready for anything. Okay. B has the most. So I'm gonna start. Oh, that's a terrible job underlining. I'll just have B with an exclamation point. Okay. If B, according to B, if B gave... Okay. If C gave B 1 sweet, B would equal twice. Alright, so... Okay, so... B plus 1 equals... Ah, that's a terrible 2. Oh, that's an awful 2. Did I terminate that 2? B plus 1 equals 2A. Okay. But if B gave C 2 sweets, then they'd all have the same amount, so everyone has a small number. So C plus 2 equals B minus 2 equals A. And B has the most. Okay. So if B equals, let's say 4, no. B needs to be an odd number. So if, let's say B equals 3, then that means that A would equal 8, for example. No. A would equal 2. My brain skipped a step, and the result was truly horrific. But C says that if B gave him 2 sweets, then everyone would have the same amount. And that does not work for the final product. A needs to be equal to B minus 2. So what if B were equal able to say... Actually, it doesn't have... It might work better if it's an even number, as I think of it. So let's say that b equals 4, bearing in mind this third line of logic. So if b equals 4, b plus 1 is twice a. Okay, hold on. No, that's not going to work either. Because if b equals 4, then a would have to have 2.5 suites, and that's not going to work. So actually we need larger than numbers than this. So if b equals 8, b plus 1 equals 2a, so let's try b equals 7. Trust me, it's a 7. So if b equals 7, then a would equal 4. But then the third line still doesn't fly. So basically b plus 1 needs to be double b minus 2. Which is why originally I was thinking it'd be a really low number, like 2. Or 3. So let's try b equals 3. So if b equals 3, then a would equal 2. But see, that still doesn't work for the last line, because if b gives c 2 suites, then that means to make them all have the same amount. And b equaling 3 means that if you take 2 away, then you have 1. So the really low numbers really are just not going to work with this. Can you see why I used to really frustrate my old math teachers? Alright. So let's say b equals 9. That would have a equal 5, but b minus 2 equals 7, not 5. If c gave me 1 suite, I'd have twice as many as b does. So, I mean, b can't... It's that last line that really keeps tripping me up. If b gave c 2 suites, then A and B and C would all equal one another. So C needs to be 4 less than B, basically. So let's see if C. What? Oh, of course, of course. If B is 5, then A is 3. That means that C equals 1. Doink. Of course, I don't understand why it took me so long to figure this out. Heard a Star Trek alert. Yep. Normally the microphone doesn't pick up if my phone happens to go off, but that time it did for whatever reason. But yeah, most of my alerts are from the original series of Star Trek. So, B equals 5, A equals 3, C equals 1. This means that the suites in total amount to 9. Honestly, I don't understand why that was so difficult for me. I think I'm just burning out on puzzles. But yeah, the total of suites is 9. C plus 2 would be 3. B minus 2 is 3. A equals 3. Because B plus 1, which is 6, is equal to 2A. 2A equals 6. So, yeah. So, the total is 9.
That should do it. Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's right, there are 9 suites in total. The difference between the numbers of suites A and B is 2. If we add one more suite, it'd have twice as many as A, therefore A plus 3 equals 2A, which means A has 3 suites. B has 5, etc., etc., etc. Oh, is that all you had to do to work it out? Why didn't I think of that? Can you keep a secret? Oh, please tell me a secret. Don't tell Audrey you told me the answer, okay? Thanks, mister. I really want to get to that tower. How do I get to the tower? Percy. Still no luck finding the villain. What an odd world we live in. Well, you know what they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Speaking of fiction, I just thought of this little gem. Please give me your honest feedback on it. This puzzle is worth 40 pickrats. It's how many sheets? Okay. Several rectangular sheets of transparent film are arranged on top of each other as shown. The lines represent areas where one sheet overlaps with another. At the thickest point of this pile, how many sheets are overlapping? Oh. Oh, you evil bastard. Oh, good heavens. Alright. Wow. This is going to be difficult for me. I have trouble focusing on geometry. And this is, wow. For me, this is dizzying. I was able to do the whole triangle thing, but this is, like, if this was on the floor, I'd be worried about falling into it. Just wow. Okay, Okay, what do I have? I have a... I have some, puzzle tokens. Can I just use one of those and not have to do this? Hmm. Ah, no. Wait, come back. What did you do? It went away. Son, Mr. A, it all went away. I didn't mean to click out of the game. It had me trying to enter in a number, and I thought that if I hit escape, it would just get me out of that particular frame. And apparently it just decided to have me leave the game entirely. Oh, noes. Oh, Techno Wizard.
Alright, I'm here. What did you do?
I did a thing. I'm very sorry.
You force closed the emulator.
That was not my intention.
When's the last time you saved?
Saved?
You may have just lost this whole stream in progress, dude.
Oh, no.
Yeah, don't press escape.
I will make a note. Well, this is not exactly the kind of adventure I'd had in mind.
Yeah,
There is no autosave, is there?
don't know. Maybe.
No, there isn't.
Oh, it says auto.
Auto.
But it's Dolly.
But it's Dahlia's room, yeah.
46 puzzles completed. Yeah, we're back at the start.
We're back at the start. Oh my god, no! Oh, wait.
Wait.
Wait. Ask around the village. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not.
Yeah, because... I mean, it said Dahlia's room before, but the objective when you loaded was talk to Ingrid, so... Maybe you
Yeah.
are completely screwed.
Maybe I'm not.
Who's the last person you just talked to get a puzzle?
I think this guy?
Yeah, try him. See if he gets the same one.
Still no luck finding the villain. Well, what an odd world
Yeah.
we live in, etc., etc.
Okay, we're back in it. Thank fuck. Alright, I'm going back to my ring. Never press the escape key.
Okay. Alright. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's like to have your whole life flash before your eyes digitally. Fortunately, I was not in it at the time. Oh. Okay. So going back to... I have no idea. Oh, no. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Yeah, I'll try to make a habit of saving. 8? I'm gonna say 8. I'm just guessing at this stage.
That should do it. Frankly,
Incorrect. Study where each sheet of film begins and ends. Man, I'm having trouble even focusing on that. Label each overlap you discover. Oh. Okay. 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 Okay, 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 okay. So there's... one... 2... 3... 4... 5... So... Alright. So, like... Let's say that I decide that that is the deepest layer that has 1, 2, 3. Crap, I can't tell. Is that the same square? I think that's 3. 4. God, this is positively dizzying. 5. Okay, so that's 5. That's 5. Alright. On the other hand, if I measure that location, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, that one has 4. So I think this one's going to win at 5. I think. Maybe. Possibly. Could be. Who knows? Let's try 5.
That should do it.
Okay.
Another puzzle solved.
I'm blinking a lot, but I was successful. No, it did not seem straightforward. Quite formidable when you get down to it. No, it was not straightforward. Beautiful work. But I think the puzzles I write into my next novel will be even harder than that one. Oh no, please don't. If you have time, stop by later. I'm sure to have an utterly fascinating puzzle prepared for you by then. I have a strange gizmo. Okay. Which one of these is Crouton's Diner? Maybe this one? No. This is not Crouton's Diner, but I still need to ask around the village. After I save! Save, save. Framed forms on the wall. What a loon! Better not touch anything, Well, that man will throw a fit. No, be nice. As you've come to the village hall, I strongly advise you to follow procedure and solve this puzzle. "30 Picarat's odd equations." Oh my, it looks like somebody's been writing nonsense on the blackboard again. It turns out, though, that under certain conditions, these strange equations are actually correct. 8 minus 6 equals 2. 8 plus 6 is also 2. Assuming the above to be true, what does 7 plus 6 equal? Yeah, this reminds me of the old joke about how 2 plus 2 equals 5 when using proper values of 2. Excuse me, I think I'm going to need quite a bit of tea for this one. And I trust no one objects to my occasionally killing the mic while I drink. I figure nobody really wants to listen to slurps and gulps forever immortalized online. So, so this is kind of like the puzzle with all of the green and the shapy stuff, because the puzzle isn't the puzzle we're looking at. The puzzle is determining how it's supposed to be solved, what it's supposed to mean. Once we have that, in theory, the rest should follow. So, if 8 minus 6 is equal to 2, and 8 plus 6 is also equal to 2, alright, let's break this down. So, if b equals a minus 2, and I'm already messing this up, erase that, and a plus that's a terrible b. Insect world might never forgive me if I did not try that again. Bees. My god. Alright, a... Yeah. Okay. So, are we dealing with absolute value? I'm wondering. Therefore, a plus b equals 2. Because, see, 8 minus 6 is equal to 8 plus a negative 6. Which means that if the absolute value of 6 for purposes of this conversation were to be considered -6. Yeah, I don't know. Scotty, are you any good at math? Actually, Mr. Scott from the series was amazing at math, otherwise he couldn't be the kind of engineer he was. In order for 8 minus 6 and 8 plus 6 to both equal 2, I feel like I'm overcomplicating this. So if 8 minus 6 and 8 plus 6 both equal 2, two is certainly the difference between them. But then going in and saying, okay, 7 plus 6. 7, is it because the relationship to 8 is 1 less? Therefore, 7 plus 6 would be 1. Or are the numbers simply being used as a variable? But if that's the case, then we're still stuck with the problem that you need two numbers that if you add them or subtract them, they still end up equaling +2. Except that then that's not really a 2 either. That would be a number that is 4 less than... minus C. So under these circumstances then, these would also equal C. And then you would have A minus 4 equals B. No, sorry. A minus 2 equals B. Minus 2 equals B. B minus 4 equals C. I'm not terrible. There are certain logic puzzles I'm good at. I'm good at conceptual logic puzzles. Math, I'm okay if I can approach it as a logic puzzle. That being that you must simultaneously take it one step at a time, but also look at everything at once. Okay. So A minus 2 equals B. B minus 4 is C. A plus B equals C. So I guess So 6. It still comes down to being plus and minus, both of them equaling the same number. Yeah, that... Alright. I'm gonna need a hint on this one. I just don't want to spend the next 3 days on this. But under what conditions does adding 6 to 8 equal 2? Here's a hint: when you do calculations like this, you probably use a commonplace item that many people have on hand. Okay, oh no, does this have to do with... Does this have to do with a certain way of counting on your fingers? It does. Oh. Oh. Come on. Oh. Yes, it's counting on your fingers. Your chat just came up as in fact. 7, 8, 9, 7. So it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 plus 6 would equal 3. That's not an equation. That's a correlation written as an equation. Okay, let's see if I got this right.
That should do it.
Okay, I did not.
I'm ashamed.
As it happens, I do not do calculations like this on at least a daily basis. So, okay. 8 plus 6. Okay. Eight plus 6 equals 2. Eight. Okay. Yeah, this involves a specific way of counting on your fingers, I bet. This is a cultural thing, isn't it? In this particular type of calculation, no two numbers will ever add up to equal a number higher than 12. This is the most common method, the one you probably use daily. However, some people use a different method of calculation where two numbers can add up to reach totals as high as 24. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. 8 plus 6 is... Okay, they're going into numerology? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No. Numerologically, 14 is 5. But it has 2 digits. So is 7 plus 6 also equal to... Because it has 2 digits?
Luke, here's my answer.
No, apparently not.
How embarrassing.
You probably do calculations like this at least on a daily basis. I feel confident that I do not. I'll bet school children in Britain are taught to do this. Okay, this is riddle number 64. I'm asking for help from the chat at this point. This is kind of like the puzzle about the compass being something you use to draw circles, except that that's actually something that I encountered when I was growing up. But a lot of my friends never did. This is new to me. If anyone would like to look this up and see what on earth. So I'm completely stumped. I have no idea what to do with this. I just... Go ahead and give me the one-word hint. I'm willing to be angry at myself. Time. Okay. Okay, so it has almost nothing to do with math. It has to do with an analog clock. I mean, technically anything that has to do with numbers has to do with math, but... Okay, yeah, that got me. So... Yeah, so 7 plus 6 is 1, actually. Yeah, okay, good one. That completely stumped me. What threw me was that it was listed as equations. Yeah, it's sneaky. It is. But really, I've got no complaints on that one. That one's completely fair and above board. It's just not what I was looking for at all. Calling it an equation? Yeah, okay. That it is technically. It is sneaky, but I can't really say that, you know, I've had complaints about some of the other equations I've encountered here and there. I can't really complain about this one. It's a puzzle. It's sneaky, but yeah, that's completely fair. Yeah, thank you, that will do nicely. Now please vacate the premises. What a charmer. Well, nothing to do but exit. So, okay, that was not the diner. Maybe this one is. Nope. That's just where I can look up old puzzles. Oh yeah, there's the guy who's completely enraged, and there's the young lady who loves to enrage him. Oh, this time I've really had it! I thought up this great puzzle, but I couldn't find anyone to tell it to. Puzzle is worth 30 picarets. Flower garden. You decide to rent some space in the flower garden. Informing the owner of the garden that you need enough space for 12 plants, he tells you that there are 4 suitable allotments available, A through D. The rent for each allotment is calculated by area, but on top of the rent for the 12 plant-sized spaces, there is also a separate charge for the fence around the whole allotment. With this in mind, can you tell which allotment has the most expensive rent? Oh, spatial relations. So A has 12. D has 12. C has 12. B has 12. So it's not a matter of surface area. It's a matter of circumference. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. C is the one that I'm, suspecting will have the most. It's either, I guess it'd be 20, because you don't have to have one at the corner. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 for side C. That's 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, I guess D is going to be the winner, I think. I'll go ahead and look at B for a moment anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, D.
That should do it. Another puzzle.
Okay, the cafe I'm looking at is past the tower at the fork. And now he's mad that I've solved it. Oh, come on! I was all ready to tell you the answer and everything. But no, you had to go and ruin it by answering it before I said it was okay, didn't you? Didn't you? Have you ever considered the strong possibility that you might be a real pain in the neck? Okay, so past the tower at the fork. So I need to backtrack. Past the tower at the fork. So go past the tower. At the fork. That's Crumb's Cafe. is that is... Okay, I thought I was looking for Crouton's place. Okay. Alright. I'm a little relieved to find out it was not somehow my mixing things up. Alright, so where do I need to go to find Crouton's place? I am a little confuzzled now. Alright, let's see now. According to the map says you are here. And boy, are you lost. All I can find is left side of town. Okay, I think I was heading the right direction then. Alright. Right, here we go. I started on a journey about a year ago to a little town called Moro in the state of Ohio. I've never been much of a traveling man and had no way to know that Moro was the hardest place I'd ever tried to go. So I went down to the station for my ticket and applied for tips regarding Moro, not expecting to be guide. Said I, my friend, I'd like to go tomorrow and return no later than tomorrow, for I haven't time to burn. I don't remember, is one of these... I'm at restaurant. That's not where I want to be either. Darn it. No, that was it? Huh. It's still locked shut. Just when will this place open? I wouldn't get your hopes up. The gate's covered in dust. I don't think anyone's been here for a long time. Said he to me, now let me see if I have heard you right. You'd like to go tomorrow and return tomorrow night. You should have gone tomorrow and returned today at 3. Oh wait, I went too far. For the train today, tomorrow... Let's see now. No, it's... I'm trying to focus on the game. I messed up my lyrics. You should have gone tomorrow, yesterday, and back today. For the train that goes tomorrow is a mile upon its way. Alright, talk to me, man. There's Crouton! Good day, fellows. Did you ever track down Ramon? Indeed we did. Thank you for your assistance in the matter. Good to hear. Well, since you're here already, why not take a load off and rest for a bit? What's this? Oh, where did I put that measuring cup? Is something the matter? I have 16 liters of water that I want to divide into equal portions of 8 liters apiece. The problem is my measuring cup seems to have grown feet. Can you think of a way I could use these 7 and 9 liter pitchers to divide things up? This puzzle is worth 60 picarats. Okay, it's either going to be the hardest or the easiest one I've seen yet. You have one 16-liter pitcher full of water, one empty 9-liter pitcher, and one empty 7-liter pitcher. Using nothing but these 3 pitchers, can you divide the water evenly so the 16 and 19-liter pitchers are each holding exactly 8 liters of water? Well, I think so. touch a pitcher to pick it up. To move its contents. Tap the pitcher where you'd like the liquid to go. Yeah. Okay. Okay, put that into 9. Now, put the 9 into 7. That means I have 2 liters of water remaining here. So, let's see. Yeah. It's 9. So, it'd be 8, 9, 7. Ah, okay. So, then, yeah, my head math was off. I thought this was going to be just a quick and dirty thing. Put that back in there for a moment. So, I've got it divided in 7 and 9. This divides it into 2 7s and a 2. Okay. 9. Okay. I keep feeling like I'm getting close. Because I can divide it into 2 7s and a 2. So the 16 and 9 are each holding exactly 8 liters of water. Okay, I'm gonna play with this a little bit. If you had gone tomorrow yesterday, now don't you see? You could have gone tomorrow and been back today at 3. For the train today, tomorrow, if the schedule is right. Today it goes tomorrow and returns tomorrow night. Said I, my friend, it seems to me you're talking through your hat. There is a town named Morrow on the map, now tell me that. There is, says Eve, but take from me a quiet little tip. To go from here to Morrow is a 14-hour trip. The train today, tomorrow, is at 8:35. At 10:30 tomorrow is the time it should arrive. Ah, see, there's 5 now. That. There's 11. At 10:30 tomorrow is the time it should arrive. So if from here tomorrow is a 14-hour jump, can you go today, tomorrow, and get back today, you chump? Okay. 2 and 5. Okay, 7, 5, and 4, I feel like I'm getting closer. So... makes that 11. That's 5. Darn it. This one's a challenging one, I will admit. See, that would be 11 and 5. I could put the 2 in there, and it would be 7. Which does not accomplish all my hopes and dreams. I could pour the 9 into the 16. Raise that to 11. And that would be 5 in there. Said I'd like to go tomorrow, so can I go today? And get tomorrow by tonight if there is no delay. Oh well, said he to me, and I've got no more I can say. You can't get anywhere tomorrow and get back again today. 12. Or okay, there's 13. Ah, Jiminy, I feel like I'm so close. Okay. Said I guess you know it all. But kindly let me say, how can I go tomorrow if I leave this town today? He said you cannot go tomorrow any more today, for the train that goes tomorrow is a mile upon its way. If I was so disappointed, I was mad enough to swear, the train that goes tomorrow had just left me standing there. The man was right in telling me I was a howling jay. Since I cannot go tomorrow, then I guess in town I'll stay. Just need to... I actually do... Fittingly for the song, I actually do feel rather lost. Yeah. Have you had done tomorrow yesterday, now don't you see? You could have gone tomorrow and been back today at 3. But you cannot go tomorrow, since if the schedule is right, the train that goes tomorrow will be home tomorrow night. Man. It's 14 and 2. That brings us back to 2 7s and a 2. Yeah, I hear you. This is an intuition thing for you. I'm just like, you're a cook. You're a bartender. Couldn't you just eyeball it a little? Yeah, I have a feeling that the hints would. I'll go ahead and try the hint. The shortest solution requires 15 moves. One tip that might give this process easier to focus on the discrepancy between how much each pitcher can hold. Yeah, I've been doing that. I've been having trouble. After you move a larger pitcher filled with water to a smaller pitcher, some water remains in the larger pitcher. Pay attention to this leftover amount. I've been doing that. If you can get 10 liters in the 16-liter pitcher and 6 liters in the 9-liter pitcher, you're only 4 more moves away from solving this puzzle. Oh, wow. Oh. Jiminy, which is... Yeah, okay, I feel like we may be here a while. I can get... I wish that flashing would stop. It's just a wee bit distracting to me. Holy crap. Okay. So I'm at 5, 4, and 7. Okay, that puts me at 12 and 4. Three, 9, and 4. So I'm basically, alright, I'm just a little bit away from a 9 and 7. Okay. So there's 10 and 6. So now I think 9, 8. Aha. Victory.
That should do it.
It only took 73 moves, but I did it.
Huge for success.
Shortest possible solution requires 15 moves. I will note I did not do this in 15 moves. Ah, genius! Now that you've done it for me, it all makes sense. Oh, I'm glad it made sense to you. I'm still trying to get tomorrow. I wish I had someone like you in the kitchen. Oh, I meant to mention this earlier. I heard a rumor that the kidnapper lives in town. Okay. And you're only just seeing fit to mention this now? You know, I've never heard anyone say anything good about the tower. Make sure you keep clear of it, okay? Flower bouquet. Who could use some flowers? So the kidnapper lives in town, and there's something creepy about the tower. All right. Well, much as I would love to continue just harrying this like a dog on a scent, it is time, gentle viewers and listeners, I believe, to go ahead and call it a day. But before we go, I'd like to take this moment to thank all of our patrons, present and future, with special thanks to Cryptid Rhea and Guinevere, and most of all, extra special thanks to my personal savior, Laughing Gremlin. This channel could not be what it is without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support what we do, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And when you do, please let me know via email or patron message if there's a particular color in which you'd like to have your name displayed. Alternatively, you can give a one-time gift at ko-fi.com/Coyote de la Mancha. Believe me, every little bit helps. And finally, a huge thank you to all of you who are circulating the links, recommending it to your friends. The signal boost really helps the channel. So, until next time, fear the puzzles. Fear them. No, actually, the puzzles are fine. But fear whoever it is who's just creeping around at night, whispering it in these poor people's ears so they cannot sleep. That person, they are the true villain of the piece. They are the ones. It's not that they're my enemy. It's just, I know that they have to destroy me. But I'll get them first. And so, until next time, gentle viewers and listeners, sometime again.